Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today's pattern, we're making 2 blocks. They're laid out the same, it's just how you place the colors, what the difference is between them. So this is what I would call the darker version, and this would be the lighter version. So let me show you how we put these together. So the unfinished size of each block is 8.5 inches square, and it'll be 8 inches finished. And what you need to do is you need to have 4 2.5-inch squares in a lighter background. This is based on the color scheme I'm using. You can mix it up if you want. And then you're going to need 6 that are in darker, that are 2.5 by 4.5, also known as the common potato chip. So to begin with, what we need to do is to take 4 of the potato chips, and we're going to join them together with a 1/4 inch seam in a stack of 4 like that. So 1/4 inch going like that. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll join you back here. So I've now got these all joined together, and what I want to do with the dark version is I want the top 2 seams to be facing towards the outside. The center one really doesn't matter, and the reason being is when we go to join the other pieces, we're going to be nesting the seams here. So I'll just put this aside for the moment. This is the center part of the block. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 2.5 by 4.5 of the darker again. And you're going to add the 2.5-inch squares, 1 on each end, like that. And then when you go to press those, you want to press them to the dark side. So that'll create our nesting that I was talking about. So with these strips done, now we do the final block assembly. I told you this was going to be fast and easy. You can chain piece these together or do them in series in between other jobs, and before you know it, or between other projects, and before you know it, you have the blocks all made. So because we press these to this way and down, these are to the center. When we go to sew them together, we're going to get some really nice nesting going on. I will put a pin in here and down here. I like to put them on each end so it doesn't start going like this. So we're going to end up putting one on the right hand side, one on the left, and then the dark block is done. So this block is now done. And what I've done is I've pressed it with the seams going towards the center on the dark blocks, and on the lighter one we'll do the opposite so that they're pressed going towards the outside. So again, just to show you how we lay it out, we're going to take 4 of the potato chips and join them like this, and then we're going to take the 2.5-inch squares and join them with another potato chip that way. I'm going to switch this bee fabric around to be on the top like that. And then the 2.5 potato chip, another 2.5. I call this a beginner friendly pattern because if you're off a little bit, you're really not going to see it because of how the pattern forms and because all the blocks nest together. So I'm just going to sew this together, and then I'll show you how we're going to lay this all out. And now comes the fun part. We're going to take the dark one and put it in the upper left, and then we're going to take a light one and join it beside it on the right, and then we'll take a light one and put it under the dark, and then a dark one under the light. So in essence, we have darks diagonally from each other and the lighters diagonally from each other. And because of how we've pressed all this, we are able to nest here on the seam, also all of the seams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make groups of 4, and mine is going to be 2 of these groups wide by 2 of these groups down, so it's going to be a total of 16 blocks. This is a very, very fast sew. So if you want to make a quick baby quilt or upsize this to make it something larger, you can make it totally scrappy, or you can coordinate it all by pulling together light colors. So I'm just going to get this together and then I'll show you how it looks.